We're going to solve the first problem together as a group. And the first one is the grouping method. 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. First step, again, multiply the front times the back. So 3 times 4 is 12. Our question that we're going to ask ourselves is what multiplies to equal 12 and adds to equal negative 8? Because this is a negative and this is a positive, I can go ahead and know that inside of my head, my final answer, I should have a parentheses with a minus and another parenthesis with a minus. So using our cheat sheet from yesterday, we can at least kind of write ourselves a note to remind us what our final answer should be. So that means I'm going to think of multiples of 12 with only negative numbers. So let's do negative 4 times negative 3 and negative 2 times negative 6. If I do negative 4 plus negative 3, that ends up equaling negative 7. That is not right. And then negative 2 plus negative 6, that equals negative 8. That is the correct answer. Grouping method, remember, we're going to replace this middle term right here with these two terms. So we're going to replace it with a negative 2 and a negative 6. Let's rewrite our equation. 3x squared minus 2x, don't forget your x, and then inside of our other parentheses, negative 6x, and then we're just going to put this back part, plus 4. So we have replaced our negative 8 with these two numbers. Now we're going to factor out our GCF, all right? So our GCF for 3x squared and negative 2x is only an x. So I'm just going to factor an x on the outside. Remember, if they have nothing that I can factor out, it's just going to be the number 1. All right, so then on the inside, I'm left with 3x minus 2. Whenever I factor this equation, I should end up with 3x minus 2 being the same answer. And that kind of gives you a hint that this plus, I need to factor out this negative in the front. So whenever I'm factoring out the GCF, if the front term is negative, I know that I'm going to factor out a negative sign. And then the GCF for 6 and 4 is 2. Again, when I factor it out, I'm left with 3x minus 2 inside the parentheses. Now, because these two are the same, I'm going to go ahead and write my final answer. X minus 2 is one of the parentheses. That comes from these front numbers. And then the back of it is just going to come from the equation that's the same on both sides. So on my slide, I'm looking for a box that has x minus 2 to drag up, and then my other box that I'm moving up is going to be 3x minus 2.